All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, depending on the time you're watching this episode of The Voice of the New Africa. Well, it has happened again. It has happened again. 2 days ago, we heard about the coup d'etat or the military coup that happened in Gabon. For those of you who are not familiar with Gabon, Gabon is a French-speaking country in Africa. And just recently, the president, or let me say the former president, actually signed an accord with the Commonwealth for Gabon to be part of the Commonwealth. So Gabon is now part of the Commonwealth because the president went to school in Great Britain, in UK, okay, and speaks English. So since he, the president, or should I say the emperor or the king, okay, since Ali Bongo, the king, the emperor of Gabon, speaks English, he thinks it's good enough, it's important for the country to be part of the Commonwealth, which is actually made up of only English-speaking countries. So Ali Bongo dead. He dead breaking out or breaking away from France. Well, whenever there is a meeting which is different from, which doesn't necessarily talk about the French interest in Gabon, you see Ali Bongo there, which is unacceptable for France. Okay? Recently there was a meeting, a summit, which was called Russia-Africa. And we saw Ali Bongo there, at least he sent some representative. And when the war in Ukraine started, instead of joining France to condemn Russia, Ali Bongo went contrary to France, which is unacceptable. So he thought he could have a freedom from France. He thought he could have that liberty to have a free choice to diversify his partnership, okay, bringing China, bringing UK, bringing even Russia into the country, which is the property of France. Gabon is a property of France, and Ali Bongo is well positioned to know that. But unfortunately, he died doing what he was not supposed to do. He's a simple manager, okay, entrusted with the task of managing the country so that the interests of France would be, well supervised and ensured continuously. But instead of doing just that, he thought he had the freedom, the liberty, okay, to diversify partnership, which is unacceptable. So what happened? Well, just like the tradition, a coup happened to him. His power was taken from him, okay? And who led that coup? His cousin, his own cousin, that he appointed as the chief of his personal guard. You see? And that so-called cousin, okay, the new leader of Gabon, is very close to Emmanuel Macron. Is very close to France. And the funny thing is that, okay, after the coup and after he was chosen, or should I say chosen, he was confirmed because he directly after the coup he came out saying that, hey, I'm not going to proclaim myself as the new leader. I will actually sit with my fellow military generals and officers, and we are going to choose and decide who is going to lead the country. That is what he said. But who can go against him? Who is willing to die? Nobody was willing to die, so everybody confirmed him as being the new leader. And the funny thing is that I watched a video where he was in a camp, a military camp, and he was being lifted thrown into the air with a lot of joy. People, his companions, okay, were very happy, and they were calling him president, and he was happy too. So I was asking myself, is he just happy to be the president? Is he happy because he's gonna be the president? If you think the country is not doing well, okay, and now you've taken a very difficult decision because actually you didn't want to do it because it's your cousin and also it's mismanaging the country, so you had to, intervene even though you didn't want to intervene, and you had to remove him in order to bring order and justice and development in the country. So it's something that you did unwillingly because you had to do it, so you didn't have any choice. So when you take such a decision, do you think you should, jubilate? You should be all smiling and laughing with your colleague, okay, because you are going to be president. So that makes me wonder, this guy, is he really coming on power to do the will and the wish of the people of Gabon? And beside that, after the coup happened, when the coup happened in Mali, and the coup happened in Burkina Faso, and also the coup that happened in Niger occurred, we saw France coming out with all, their strength and might. The French president Macron coming out with all his might, strength, shouting, we condemn it. Even the last coup, the Niger coup, he actually called for a security meeting just because there is a coup in Niger which is not part of France. He had to convey a security meeting. That shows how important how important the coup was to him. The interest of France was at risk, so he had to convey that particular meeting. But with the coup in Gabon, he said, we condemn it. You are watching closely. You will see how things evolve, because he knows France's interest is nowhere at risk. France's interest in Gabon will be assured and protected by the new military leader. This is a coup that had the blessing of France. This is a coup that had the blessing of Paris, just because Ali Bongo was trying to have some kind of freedom, which is unacceptable, Bongo, you are well positioned to know that. But unfortunately, you didn't learn. You didn't learn from history. You can't have that freedom. It doesn't exist, man. Wake up, and it's too late. It's too late. And I saw the video of Bongo, okay? And he's the leader of a French-speaking country. The population speak French. Instead of calling on the population that voted for you, if you believe that the population indeed voted for you, that is what you are going to do as a leader. You call upon them to come out massively, okay, in order to stand with you and say, no, we want Bongo because we voted him on power. But instead of doing that, Bongo sat, on his throne, and he was saying, I'm calling on all my friends. He was speaking English. So, were you talking to your population, or you were talking to superpowers? Actually, he was talking to his friends that reside in Great Britain, in UK, in the United States, calling upon them. I want you guys to make noise because the people here, have kept me. And I want you guys to make a lot of noise. Damn, this is an African leader. You are claiming your people voted you, and you can't even call on your people. What a clown world. Man, it's about time Africa wake up. I told you last time that if they keep treating us like kids, okay, one by one, all their puppets that are governing our various countries are going to be removed, and patriots are coming on power. And in so doing, Africa will gradually, get to the united Africa that we have all been dreaming about. All right, I wouldn't take much of your time. Thank you so much, and see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.